Hi everyone, my name is Sara Berk. I'm a work study at CLIP and I also co-chair the transportation committee. I want to give a shout out right now to all of my fellow co-chairs and everybody who got in a van and drove this weekend, everybody who rode in a van this weekend, and everyone who's in this room right now. You guys are great, you look fabulous. So I'm going to start out today by telling you all that I study birds. My Division 3 or senior thesis is looking at variation in parental effort and stress hormones across latitude in 4 different species of swallows. It's a mouthful, right? I'm not going to stand up here and tell you how answering this research question connects to reproductive justice. It took me a long time to realize that I could exist in this movement without making it my career. Instead, I've made working for reproductive justice a commitment that exists outside of my academic concentration, but still takes up a huge part of my life. My involvement with CLIP has been transformative because CLIP makes voices that usually aren't listened to in the larger movement central to the conversation. This applies to everyone here who has ever felt like they didn't have the expertise to be included in the movement. Even though I'm unable to tell you how birds and behavioral physiology are connected to reproductive justice and everything it entails, I still firmly believe that scientists and activists are facing the same problem. We are always seeking to be understood correctly. I am constantly struggling to inspire others about science and frame myself in a way that is understandable to everyone. Not an easy task when you're trying to explain avian endocrine systems or parental investment theory when the mere mention of any scientific subject can make someone afraid. I believe that many people have the same reaction when they hear the word social justice or activism. And even my beloved fellow scientists get scared when I begin conversations with them about body sovereignty or challenge their ideas on population. It is difficult to talk to people who don't want to listen or are afraid to put themselves out there and be heard because of the risk of feeling uncomfortable or not understanding. It takes courage to hear new ideas or to be challenged on beliefs that are integral parts of our identities. And not all people possess this courage or realize that they have it deep inside them. CLIP Student Group creates a space that recognizes and assumes this courage from everyone who enters. And this has been so important to my development as a conscious person ready to engage the outside world in our conversations. I want to also note here that I'm not advocating for us to shy away from tough issues that make others uncomfortable to somehow make our movement more inclusive. I'm sure you all know we won't gain anything by throwing someone else under the bus. Science has taught me how to gain understanding through asking specific questions, and my involvement with CLIP has taught me how to apply this process that I am so defined by to larger issues, and to expand my questions so that I could begin to understand a movement that I always shared views with, but could never really comprehend until I started my work with CLIP. I want to end today by asking everyone here to take the enthusiasm we will gain from this weekend and to bring it to someone else who is not yet enthusiastic or inspired. This does not necessarily mean starting an argument. What it does mean is telling someone that they belong in spaces like this one, especially if they don't believe you at first, in which case you'll need to tell them again until they start to believe in their own power. This is what being a CLIP student has done for me and why I have become so invested in making not only scientific spaces, but activist spaces open and welcoming to everyone. Thank you.